Kirby is the famous puffball from the world of Dreamland, but did you know that his moves in Smash Bros. Might just be the most in-depth when compared to any other character? Well, today your friendly neighborhood trailer Drake is here to lay down the education with another Smash history lesson.
Kirby!
First appearing in Kirby's Dream Land for the original Game Boy in 1992, Kirby was created by Masahiro Sakurai at the age of 19. If that name sounds familiar, well, it should, because Sakurai is the director of the entire Super Smash Bros. Franchise, so it's unsurprising that Kirby gets this much love in the series. Kirby is known for his great ability to suck. And by suck, I obviously mean inhale. He can inhale objects and enemies and fire them back out as stars. Additionally, Kirby is able to inhale items, just like he can in his games. But you know where I'm really going with this. When inhaling enemies, Kirby can press the down button in order to copy their powers. This can be seen in Smash Bros. Via his standard special, where Kirby can either spit opponents out as stars, or he can copy their standard special. Now, you might be thinking, well, yeah, Drake, Kirby being able to copy opponents' powers is common knowledge, and sure, it is. But did you know this mechanic wasn't introduced until the second game in the Kirby series? That's right, we did not see copy abilities until Kirby's Adventure for the NES in 1993. Ordinarily, Kirby can only use one copy ability at a time, but in Smash Bros, he brings a bunch to the table. From the fighter ability that first appeared in Kirby Superstar, we get his standard attack, the Vulcan Jab, as well as his side smash, the Smash Kick. There's also Kirby's down special that lets him perform the stone ability, but let's be honest, you guys want to know about Kirby's other stone forms. These were introduced in Melee for Super Smash Bros. And Kirby Superstar for the Kirby series. In Smash Bros, there's the standard stone Kirby, a spiked ball, a 100-ton weight, which is a massive upgrade to the 8-ton weight that Kirby can transform into in Kirby Superstar, a thwomp from the Mario series, and oddly enough, a garbage block from Panel to Pun. If this game looks familiar, that's because it was localized under the name Tetris Attack, and this block was even changed. What's even more interesting to note, though, is that for a while, Kirby only transformed into thwomps from the N64 era. This was changed in the latest Smash Bros, where he turns into the more iconic version of thwomps. Regardless of what object he is, Kirby is immune to damage and knockback when in stone form, again, just like in the Kirby series. We've also got Kirby's up special, the Final Cutter. This attack is usually associated with the Cutter ability, but has also been seen as a part of the Sword ability. Kirby's side special is the Hammer Flip. This isn't how the move normally worked when it first appeared in Kirby's Adventure, but this move comes from the Hammer's expanded moveset from Kirby Superstar. In it, you could either use the Hammer Flip normally, or charge it into a fiery smash. Oddly enough, we didn't get a chargeable Hammer Flip until the latest incarnation of Smash. Additionally, Kirby has always been able to swing the hammer around in midair, so naturally we get the same thing in Melee, but in Brawl, Kirby's midair swing is more reminiscent to his Hammer Dash attack from Kirby Superstar. Every single one of these attacks makes a return appearance as one single ability called Smash in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror by inhaling Master Hand, or in Kirby's Dream Collection. Heck, they even throw in Kirby's neutral aerial in there even though it's an original attack for the Smash series. If you don't want to copy any of your opponent's powers, you can always just switch out Kirby's Inhale to the Freeze ability. Kirby's dash attack has gone through a bunch of changes. In the original N64 version, we get this belly flop, but that was changed to the Fireball ability in Melee. We first see this ability in Kirby's Adventure, but it was renamed Burning in all future installments. Lately though, this ability was dropped and wrapped into the Fire Copy ability. Similarly, in Brawl on Forward, Kirby's dash attack was changed to the Yo-Yo Break attack from the Kirby Superstar exclusive Yo-Yo ability. For throws, some moves come from the Backdrop and Suplex abilities. Backdrop first appeared in Kirby's Adventure, but was wrapped into Suplex later on. Kirby's forward and back throws both originate from Backdrop Kirby, while his down throw, the Fury Stomp, and his Pummel both originated from Suplex Kirby. And finally, his up throw is the Airdrop from Ninja Kirby in Superstar, or Fighter from Squeak Squad. But now it's time for what you guys have been waiting for, his final smash. In Brawl, the pink puffball turns into Cook Kirby and pulls in every opponent and item near him to deal massive damage and spawn new items. This even works on projectile attacks, assist trophies, and even Pokeball Pokemon. Now, here's one last little tidbit about the Cook ability. Do you see the fork and spoon symbol on the pot? This design wasn't seen in a Kirby game until Kirby Superstar Ultra, which released almost 7 months after Brawl initially came out. Unfortunately though, this was replaced by the gigantic Ultra Sword ability from Kirby's Return to Dreamland in the latest incarnation of Smash. Yup. There's not much else to say about it. So, this whole time we've been talking about Kirby's copy abilities, but there's way more to his design than just his moveset. For example, his taunts. In the Kirby games, Kirby can get rid of a copy ability at any time, and same goes for Smash Bros. Via his taunts. His up taunt is a famous Kirby dance that you see when defeating enemies, or clearing levels. The dance that he does here, though, seems to closely resemble the one that he does when getting 5th place in the bonus game from Kirby's Adventure. Kirby's side taunt comes from his character select animation from the original Smash Bros. And finally, we have his down taunt, the infamous "Ow!" It doesn't originate from a game, but it was worked into Kirby 64 when defeating a boss. This is over a year after the original Smash's release. But taunting isn't the only way to get rid of Kirby's copy abilities. In the Kirby game, if Kirby is damaged enough, his copy ability will just fly on out of him. So if you're fighting against a Kirby player and his copy ability is giving you way too many problems, just beat it out of him. So that covers Kirby's attacks and taunts, but there's still some minor details in Kirby's design that harken back to his games. Obviously, there's his multiple jumps that makes Kirby tied with Jigglypuff for the most consecutive jumps in Smash history, his sleeping animation comes from his useless sleep ability, Kirby's edge teeter was brought over to Kirby 64 and even uses the exact same sound effect, and Kirby's pose when using the shield is reminiscent of his guard stance in Kirby Superstar. So that was a lot about Kirby. But do you know what I love almost as much as video games? Call up Will Wheaton, because I love me some tabletop. That's why I'm happy to announce that we, the Game Theorists, are teaming up with Loot Crate to deliver this month's Playbox. Hear me out, this isn't some generic Loot Crate pitch that you've heard a million times. I love tabletop games so much that my collection is getting out of hand. Not only can you see me unbox this crate on my personal channel, but you can get some super awesome swag like an exclusive edition of a super popular tabletop game, a vinyl figure from Kid Robot, and so much more! Just go to lootcrate.com/theorist and use the code theorist at checkout to save yourself an extra 10%. After you guys do that, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, crush the unpopular Majora's Mask opinions over on my channel, and kick the latest episode of Smash History where I analyze the Temple stage. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go play some DC deck building right now. I am this close to creating the ultimate combo of Booster Gold.